And welcome back. Another episode for the off season. I'm back. Nick, how you doing?
Doing good.
Emerson, how you doing?
It's hot.
It's actually
But I'm
kind of
doing
hot
all
here.
right.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel you. We got a couple things to talk about. How about some conference realignment? Conference realignment, fellas. So, USC and UCLA are a lock-in for the Big 12. Oklahoma and Texas are a lock-in for the SEC.
Big Ten.
Or,
For the
yeah,
Big Ten.
For the Big Ten, sorry. Yeah, USC and UCLA are locking for the Big Ten. Oklahoma and Texas are locking for the SEC. So, with that being said, we might have some super conferences here, fellas. So, how do you guys see that playing out? Who to start?
I'll start. It sounds like you could probably put money on both Arizona schools, Utah, and Colorado joining the Big 12 again.
Along
Or
with
not again.
along with possibly Washington, Oregon, BY. What did
Yeah.
you say? Did you say Utah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Washington and Oregon are the most on the fence,
Yeah.
the most questionable about those. But I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, and I've heard that. I think it'd be really cool because with that format, you'd have two schools in Utah, with like you said, BYU and Utah. That'd be a nice rivalry.
Yeah.
Washington and Oregon, that'd be cool. And then the Big 12 would kind of work out to where you could have, how many teams would that put them at?
18.
18. Perfect. You could have three different regions. You could have like the West, Central, and East.
Yeah.
Break the teams up like that. And that'd kind of be like your pod, and then however they want to do it. You play your pod teams every year, and then two from each other pod, whatever, however they wanted to do it. So
Yeah, exactly.
I think that would be cool, and that would definitely put the Big 12 as it stands right now as the third strongest conference in the country,
Yeah, exactly.
and maybe making a push for a second.
Well, you have the Big 12, possibly 18 teams. You have the Big 10 with possibly 18 teams. You have the SEC with possibly 20 teams because it looks like Clemson might be trying to join as well with UNC and the Gamecocks. And then you got the ACC, which is going to look trash as hell with a 17-team conference. Like, I don't know.
The biggest moves are definitely Oregon, Washington, and then what's Notre Dame going to do? They're independent. It sounds like the only team that the Big Ten is interested at this point is Notre Dame. Yeah. But Notre Dame is in no hurry right now. They still have a couple more years in their contract. But thing is, Big Ten, that's the team they want is Notre Dame. And I don't know. It's just so interesting in this new era with NIL deals, with transfer portal, and conference realignments. It's crazy at this point.
And see, you wonder how they're going to do conference championships in these conferences. You know what I mean? Are they going to set like a mini playoff within the conference?
How about just a playoff? I mean, a playoff is going to have to be expanded, and it's going to have to be big. It can't be just 8 teams. It can't be just 12 teams. It's going to have to be a legit playoff because at this point, SEC is going to get at least 4 to 6 teams in the playoff, and that's not even looking into the Big Ten yet.
Well, and okay, so doesn't the SEC? I've heard that Florida State,
Yes.
Clemson,
Yes.
and Virginia. I can't remember the fourth team. It's not
Miami. Yeah, it's Miami. Florida.
Is it
Florida,
Miami?
Yeah, Florida State, Miami, North Carolina, and Clemson.
No, I heard it was Virginia, not North Carolina.
There's a lot going on right
is.
now. Nobody truly knows.
If it's UNC, that makes sense. If it's Virginia, why the fuck would you want Virginia over Virginia Tech? Especially if you're worried about football.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
But either way, yeah, conference realignment is getting crazy. It looks like we are moving towards basically an NFL developmental league, which I don't know, kind of won't be that. I don't know, it could kind of be cool, but I agree. You had to expand the playoff at this point, and I don't know. I think it might be. I think one thing a lot of people aren't talking about is this could be an opportunity for a relatively good group of 5 conference to come in and snag some, maybe take over the remaining Pac-12 schools, and a couple whatever, and maybe move their way up into a Power 5 conference or a Power 4 conference if the ACC and the Pac-12 end up dissolving or whatever the situation may be. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Exactly. I don't know. It's going to be crazy. I'm excited for it. There's a million different possibilities, but we'll see how it goes, So, what about some recruiting, guys? You guys got anything on recruiting?
It's definitely been picking up. Month of July is a big time for the Oklahoma Sooners.
The last month without college football.
True. I think we're around 50 to 55 days. But
And counting.
Truly. But yeah. Oklahoma was ranked number 40 about a week 2 weeks ago. We're sitting at number 11. And Emerson, who's kind of your biggest takeaway so far within the last couple days here?
They got Caden Green. I am so happy about Caden Green making the right decision and not going to Mizzou, Ms. Pooh, if you will.
Da-dutch.
I can't remember what his other 2 schools were. I think it was Arkansas or something. But he chose Oklahoma. He made the right choice. This is, depending on which recruiting site you prefer, this is the highest rated recruit Bill Bedenbaugh has ever had. And if you're on Twitter at all, you've seen the picture making rounds of this, not even a high school senior yet, standing next to Phil Lodeholt, and they're damn near the exact same size. Now he's got a little bit of work to do on his body. I'm not saying that he's just an offensive lineman in high school. You want to move that weight around a little bit more. Get a little better spread out. But he moves really well. He's got pretty good feet. He's got pretty good pad level for a junior. He's physical. He loves to punish people down the field. And, I mean, you have 3 offensive tackles in this class now. Caden Green, 6'5", 315. Heath Ozeda, 6'6", 300. And Logan Howland, 6'7", 280. Logan Howland, he's a 3-star commit that just committed over the weekend as well. You got 3 tackles that are 6'5 plus and right around 300. And one of them could easily move into guard. You're looking at a nasty front, and the SEC-ification of Oklahoma's trenches is well underway. So it's exciting stuff, man. It's very exciting. Also, they pick up Jaquez Petaway. He's a top 50 player in the country, and he's out of Texas. And he 5'11", 170. Apparently, he is fast. Like, fast. He's so fast, he makes fast people look not fast, Something came out about the fastest football players in Texas, and he was number 2 on the list. And he was on there talking smack about how he wants to prove that he's the fastest and calling out the other guys on the list. So it's funny. He's obviously a confident kid, and he's confident in his abilities. And, between him and, if Jaleel Farouk, that could be a really interesting combination to see later on down the road.
Yeah.
And then the last person they got – oh, sorry, go ahead.
Caden Green's highlights is literally just him pancaking people the whole time and opening up just gaping holes for the running back to run through. Jaquez Petaway, like you said, absolute burner. He's going to take the DBs and make you give a lot of cushion. And if you don't, he's going to burn you. He's going to fly right by you. And he's quick, shifty, and when he gets the ball in his hand, he's run after catch. He's capable of taking it to the house on any play he touches the football.
Yeah, absolutely. Another guy they picked up, another guy out of Kansas City, Caden Green out of Lee Summit North, Kansas City suburb. Adepoju Adebore, he's out of North Kansas City. He's a 4-star edge, another top 100 player in the country. He's 6'4", 240. His brother played at Northwestern, so obviously he's got a high level. He understands the commitment and hard work it takes to make it at the D1 level. And so now you're sitting Oklahoma. If you're looking at 247, they have 4 commits in the top 100, and there's a lot more to come, I think. And it seems like Oklahoma's making a priority out of multiple, obviously Texas, but Kansas City area, St. Louis area. They got that running back or that linebacker, Phil Picciotti, out of Pennsylvania. So I mean, they're establishing themselves as a national program as far as recruiting goes, again, which is extremely exciting to see. So,
Yeah, I'm going to call him AA because I'm going to butcher his name if I try to say it. Edge rusher out of Kansas City, Missouri. If you go look at all these guys' highlight tape, he's so fast. He moves like a outside linebacker playing D-line. It's insane. And he gets the quarterback, and he's playing against people who have the competition's not even close. He gets to the quarterback every single time, blows through the O-line, and it's crazy the amount of speed that he has. So he's going to be a key contributor.
And I feel like that's one thing you can't really teach on the edge is speed. You can help them, get a better get off and stuff like that, but there's just a knack. If you have the knack for being able to bend and get around a tackle and get to the quarterback, that's something that's hard to coach. And if you just have it, you have it, and it seems like he has it. And apparently he's got a 7-foot wingspan, which is, long arms as a defensive end that helps you disengage from the tackle. It helps you when you're getting around that corner, at least get an arm out, get a hand on the shoulder pad of the quarterback, disrupt his throwing mechanics. So, yeah, it's heating up like we said it would, and it sounds like we are we're favorites for 2 more very highly recruited athletes. Just checking on Twitter, Oklahoma has made the top 3 for Trey Boyles, a 4-star cornerback, and Makari Vickers. So Vickers' top 3 are Oklahoma, Alabama, and Michigan. So obviously 2 other elite defenses that Oklahoma's in the running with. So you can already tell the weight that Brent Venables and his staff carries, especially with defensive recruits. And this is only the beginning. And again, LeBlanc, he's one of the LeBlanc and David Hicks, like 2 of the top 3 defensive linemen in the country. They're both keeping Oklahoma in their top, finalists for their decision. So there's a lot to look forward to, and there's a lot to keep your eye on as far as recruiting and by the end of the month.
Definitely so, Emerson. You hit it right on the head.
Thanks.
Is that what we got today?
Yeah. You want to talk about Baker? I don't know.
I hope he beats the shit out of Cleveland the first week.
One.
Week 1, baby!
He's going to be number 13, I hear. He's not going to be number 6.
Oh.
I know. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
I don't
See Baker
I don't
number
like
13.
that.
Yeah. I know. Number 13.
Isn't that like unlucky?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So, this is what it is.
Okay.
Also, Trent Williams is going to be a 99 overall in Madden. Heard about that.
Beast mode.
Yeah. So, anyway, okay. Well,
Pretty cool.
Emerson, do you got
Isn't
any?
he the first
what?
first offensive lineman to ever be a 99
I don't
on
know.
Madden?
I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure.
I don't
I
think
think-
so. I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you sure? Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, fact check us in the comments, and while you're down there, like and subscribe.
There you go. There you go. Nick, do you got anything?
Well, I guess just expect this month of July to continue to excel in recruiting. That's the biggest takeaway here.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Highly expect Oklahoma to break the top 10, potentially, maybe top 6 by the end of it all, with who they're potentially lining up to get. So
Cool.
very exciting.
Alrighty. Well, Boomer Sooner. See you guys later.